Yeah, welcome to Sven's Tarot. I'm Sven with your spirit guide reading today. I hope that you're all doing well and good and you're having an awesome one irrespective of the time of day. Today's reading is going to focus on the signs your spirit guides give you when you are in danger. This could relate to whether you're about to make a decision or whether you're around the wrong people. So yeah, I apologize if my voice sounds funny. I do have a cold and I just really wanted to do this reading irrespective, so I hope that isn't too much of a bother. But without wasting your time, thank you for joining me. Let us get into your reading. I'll meet you at your pile. Pile 1, welcome to your reading. You chose the Three of Swords or the Three of Air in reverse. This is just a representation of you as a person in order to be sure that this is your reading. So I feel like Pile 1, some of you, I heard that you could be narcissistic, and it's because of your childhood and how you were raised. You may like things your way, you may be very greedy as well. But for others, I heard that you have a tendency of oversharing because um, you, I heard you want to be heard, all right? You may have a tendency of oversharing things, even the most important things, so that you can. I heard that some of you feel a need for validation. You want people to like you. um for others of you, I heard that you're hard to connect to, you're hard to open up to as well, because I feel that you have a wall over you, and even when people come into your life, they may find it hard to connect to you sometimes. I think it's probably because of your past past life experiences and how they've cause you to be so distant. But I don't think that you maintain this distance when it comes to people. I feel that there is a certain group of people or certain type of people that you allow yourself to open up to, probably like family or close friends, and people that know you know that it's you get easily upset. It's really easy to cross you. But I'm hearing that even though you do get easy, because some of you, you may be short tempered, and I feel like even though that is the case, you do find it in your heart or in your space to forgive people. You do find it in your heart to have empathy and just understand that people. It may take some time for some of you. It's like I feel that really it's very hard to really know what's on your mind most of the time. You're very mysterious. You don't let people in easily as well. I feel like you're very optimistic, but you have like a sense or a little bit of pessimism. I'm getting an image of like a person, and you know how you have the two devils, or not the two devils. You have the devil on one side and the angel on the other. I feel like you're the type of person to listen to the angel, but still consider the voice of the devil. Sometimes you may let the fear overcome you, um, and it may kind of like play a role in things not working out for you. So if this doesn't resonate to you, then this isn't your reading. So we're gonna get into the signs that your spirit guides give you when you are in danger. This relates to whether you're about to make a wrong decision, or the people around you are not supposed to be in your life, or take it as it resonates. So divine spirit, thank you. What signs do Pal One's divine spirit guides give them when they're in danger? It's cliche, but I heard the color red. For some of you, it could be yellow or black, or like yellow and black. And I'm even getting an image of like a bee and a wasp. What signs do Power One's divine spirit guides give Power One when they're in danger? This is just something to look out for, when you're going about your day and you want to make a decision but you're unsure about it and you're looking for a sign not to go through with something. Anything else? For some of you, I feel the messages or the guidance come in your dreams. Anything else, divine spirit guides? Okay. I'm hearing Purple Rain by Prince, so I don't know who listens to. So maybe music is also another way that the universe or your spirit guides lets you know that, um, you're in danger. So maybe you want to pay attention to lyrics as well. Okay, so then we have the King of Fire, the King of Wands. So yeah, I feel like the color red is one of the signs, and the yellow, like I said, and black. That signify that, okay, this is not the direction you should be taking. These are not the people you should be hanging out or around. Okay, so I'm gonna lay everything out real quickly. We have High Priestess in reverse with the number 2. Remember how I said that you guys have this angel and the devil on your shoulders? And I feel like as much as you may be optimistic, there is a sense of pessimism with the High Priestess in reverse. I feel like you have a hard time connecting to your intuition. You may be like very gifted, and it's just that you haven't really explored it or played around with your gifts or your intuition or connected to it to a point where um, how to definitely be sure when you're being told something by intuition. We have the Six of Swords. I got an image of a raven, so I don't know if or a crow. So if you, it's pretty cliche, but crows don't always symbolize bad luck or anything. But for you, I feel like that's how your spirit guides communicate. You may see this in your dreams. You know, um, I'm hearing that sometimes when you see a crow or a raven in your dreams, it has to do with the people around you, and you want to look out for that. We have the Page of Cups here. I heard a fish, a goldfish. So I don't know if you guys already have a goldfish. I'm not saying that is. You might want to ignore that part because if you have a goldfish, then that's your animal friend and whatnot. But I feel like if you don't have a goldfish, but you have a tendency, of not necessarily a tendency, but every now and then you do see a goldfish, I feel like for you it represents that you're in danger, or think twice about the decision you're about to make, or think twice about the person that you're around, whatever the case may be in that certain circumstance. We have the King of Pentacles. For some of you it could be coins as well. I'm getting the image of like really dark ashy coins, not the good ones, not the silver bright ones, but like when you've had a coin for such a long time that it ends up, it gets all bronzed up and whatnot. So like, bronze coins or really dark coins, that's like very dirty. Whether you see that in your dreams or on the street, that's like a sign for you as well. We have the Ten of Pentacles. And I'm getting the image of like murky water as well. So like anything that is considered dirty or like not so clean is also a sign for you. So I don't know how that would resonate if you're in a situation. Um Maybe you're on a date with somebody and then you happen to see a very dirty coin around you. That could be a sign that this is not the person you should be around. When it comes to the water, maybe you're driving by and for some reason, you take notice of the water around you and it's dirty. Maybe that's like a sign that the direction you're heading in is not going to be very, I'm hearing comfortable. So for some of you, I'm getting an image of somebody going to visit family. So it's not necessarily that it's like danger, danger. It could be that it could be a sign that wherever you're going, there's going to be some kind of argument. There's going to be some kind of negative vibes. Um, I hope you guys understand what I'm trying to say. We have the Three of Fire, the Three of Wands. I keep seeing, I don't know if you guys have a tendency to drive around or drive to people, and I feel like sometimes you get drawn to random things around you. I feel like you should really pay attention to that, especially if things have a tendency of hitting your windscreen. I'm getting an image of like a mosquito and a fly and just like hitting the windscreen, even a bird as well. Um, and then finally we have the Six of Pentacles. So okay, so anything else, divine spirit guides? What are the signs that the spirit guides of power ones give power one when they are in danger. I heard flame, you know, I'm getting an image of also burning yourself, like anything that has to do with heat. I'm getting an image of somebody cooking and they're constantly burning themselves. So if you have a tendency of cooking and you burn yourself, what's coming through is you want to pay attention to that, because that represents that you're out of balance. It represents that you need to pay attention to your surroundings. So of course we burn ourselves every now and then, but if you constantly are always burning yourself, there may be a reason, and that has to do with you paying attention to your surroundings, being present in the moment as well. I feel like the burning also reminds you to be present, especially if you're cooking or if you're working with candles. um I'm getting an image of like a candle burning out. I don't know if you guys have a tendency, or every now and then you try to burn a candle and it's just like it doesn't, you know, burn successfully. The flame dies out before you could even like do anything with the candle. I feel like that's also an indication of that the energy around you isn't as good, and maybe before you use the candle, you might want to cleanse your space. Is there anything else? The color red, did I mention that? The color red is popping up again. Color red is there to like, hey, stop, think about what you're about to do. It could be someone else wearing that color red. It could be, sometimes it could even be you wearing the color red. I'm not saying go throw out the color red if you have it in your closet, but I feel like you will know, you know, when it pertains to like danger or warning sign. It could be somebody else wearing the color red. It could be uh, anything that is red that you see. I'm even getting an image of black and yellow again, butterflies, the color specifically black and yellow. Is also like your spirit guides letting you know that okay, you want to be very present in your situation and be careful about the decisions that you're about to make. I heard fire again. Is there anything else? All right, I'm being drawn to the coin again. So if you see any dirty coins lying around you, that is a sign, and you want to be present and try to connect to the message that is trying to give to you. um the same way you would connect to, for instance, a good sign. If you know about the good signs that your spirit guides give you and how you want to be present and connect to whatever, for instance, um I know that the universe and my spirit guides speak to me via spiders, right? So if I'm sitting and I see a spider, I like to be present in the moment and connect with the spider, and I usually receive the message from them. So even with these bad signs, you want to do the same thing. You want to connect to whatever it is that you see. You want to connect to the moment and be present, in order to receive the message. So Pal 1, this was your reading. I hope that you enjoyed it and it resonated. I leave you with love and light. Thank you for joining me. Namaste. Hi, Pal 2. Welcome to your reading. You chose the Patience card in reverse with the number 14. And this is just a quick representation of you so that you know for sure this is your reading. You may be a person who suffers with, oh, I don't want to say suffer, you may have OCD. Some of you may be star seeds, or you may resonate to being very different and misunderstood. You may have anxiety as well. You may struggle with depression. You may, did I mention you may have an addictive personality as well? I feel that you have a tendency to keep track of time for some reason. um I feel that you always feel that you're running out of time, or that you don't have enough time to do something, depending on the circumstances you're in at that point in time. um you may have a hard time believing in things, believing that things are possible for you. Um, you may view things or the world in a very, not very pessimistic, but I feel that you overthink a lot, and the anxiety combined with that overthinking causes you to be a little bit pessimistic sometimes. Um, you may have a hard time. I'm getting an image of somebody tapping their foot. So yeah, you may bite your fingernails as well. You may have a hard time trusting people or opening up in general to people as well. um you may be very distant, lonely. I don't think it's on purpose. I think it's due to your experiences and how you have felt misunderstood, and so you don't bother creating relationships with others because you never really see the point. um yeah, you may wear scarves on your head. If not a scarf, is like a hat or a cap or anything to protect your head. I feel like you don't even comb your hair sometimes, and so you may wear hoodies or like any cap to kind of hide the mess your hair is in. All right, so if this wasn't you, this is not your reading. Divine Spirit guides, what signs do you give power to when they're in danger? I heard crabs, so you may see crabs or you may dream of crabs, or I don't know. I heard a lobster as well. And the color red, cliche, but it's your sign. You may have been drawn to pile one, maybe. Thank you. What signs do pile two spirit guides give pile two when they are in danger? I heard I'm hearing like a hoot hoot, you know, the owl, the sound the owl makes, like whoop whoop. So I don't know how to make it. So I don't know if you guys hear owl sounds in the night, especially when you hear it in the night randomly. I feel like that's also a sign that you're in danger, and it pertains to the energies around you not being good, whether it's the people around you at that time or just like depending on the time of the day actually. Because I get some of you are introverts, you don't really spend time around people, so it could also relate to the energy that you are attracting, you know. It's not so good. So the owl is there to be like, hey, be present in this moment, clear out that energy. So the signs also allow you to be present in the moment so that you can get rid of what's not serving you. All right, so I feel like the moon also talks to you. Um, you may be into moon phases. We have the page of wands. Yeah, you may be into moon phases or like randomly, you know. You may see a moon either on Instagram or like really depends on the situation. I don't want to be very specific. If you're on social media, you could see the moon there. If you're not on social media, you could literally just seeing a picture randomly on somebody's WhatsApp status or the television or even a music video. Like the moon is also there to be like, hey. So it doesn't have to be that you're in a complete danger as in you're about to get killed or anything as bad. It's also just about reminding you to be present in the moment. um, Reminding yourself to be surrounded and allowing yourself to be surrounded by positive energy. So I feel like the moon also comes through, especially if it's a full moon. I feel like that's a sign for you. It's like, hey, there's something you're paying attention to. Tigers as well. You may dream about tigers or any felines as well, like cats or lions themselves. Is a tiger a part of the lion? I don't know, but yeah. I'm gonna lay everything out real quickly. We have the Seven of Swords. I heard a goose as well. And a duck, her duck, goose, Queen of Swords. I'm even getting an image of like Daffy Duck. So obviously take it as it resonates. If you have a kid and they watch cartoons, you can't always, think that, hey, we have the Three of Cups in reverse, something is wrong. But if it is random that you see Daffy, as in the cartoon, then yeah, that's probably a message for you. Messenger of Air or the Messenger of Swords. And I'm also getting really drawn to Daffy's like yellow. It's yellow beak, right? So yellow could also be a color for you that lets you know that, hey, pay attention. We have the Two of Cups. Whatever it is that you're doing right now is not going to work out for you, or the people you're around aren't good for you, or change your thought pattern. So it doesn't have to be very what's the word? It doesn't have to be very dark or deep. The message could be just like change your thought pattern, change the way Six of Cups, change the way you do things, change the way you surround yourself, the people you surround yourself by. Sorry guys. All right, so the messages that you receive when or the messages that your spirit guides send you when you're in danger are, like I said, you may have been drawn to Pawan because I heard goldfish as well, and I'm hearing music. So yeah, you could have been drawn to Pawan. Music also speaks to you. Paying attention to the lyrics. You need to be very, very present when you listen to a song, when you hear a song. Some of you may hear songs in your sleep, like literally in your sleep. You could, even if you don't know what the song, you don't know who the artist is, you've never heard the song before. I feel like if you can quickly grab a book and just write down every word that you remember, because there's always a message for you there. I feel like feathers are also a sign for you that something's about to happen. Um, It doesn't have to be something dangerous. It has to be, it could be something that's just reminding you to stay on your path. Like I said, I'm not doing this reading with the intention of scaring anybody. Um, it could just be those little things, those little tweaks that you need to make every now and then that your spirit guides send you these messages so that you can make those tweaks. So I heard a darker goose, goldfish, a crab, the color red, the color yellow, daffy duck, feathers as well. And I'm hearing white feathers. I feel like when the white feathers come through, it's more so with the intention of wanting you or reminding you to stay on the path that you're on instead of telling you to, avoid certain things. It's more of reminding you to not allow yourself to get distracted by the things that are around you. For some of you, it could be a seahorse, whether you see that on television or at the aquarium or something like that. Bubbles as well. I don't know if you guys have kids, but I just heard bubble guppies. Or maybe you enjoy cartoons, and maybe you want to also pay attention if you watch cartoons or anime or whatever. You want to pay attention to whatever you watch and take the lessons that come from whatever it is that you're watching. Um, I'm getting a lot of sea imagery like crabs and um, seashells. You may find, ooh, all right, if it's not a seashell, it could be shells of something. It could be a shell that is left by a reptile after they shed their skin. So whether it's a lizard or a snake or I think centipedes also shed their skin or millipedes somewhere there. So any sign of something that has shed, leftover shedded body, that's also a sign that you need to pay attention that, okay, either right now you're on a path that requires you to be really present or it requires you to really pay attention to the people around you, pay attention to your thoughts, or just really pay attention to the decisions you're about to make because you may be presented with a big decision. It really depends on the circumstances. Um, so yeah, I don't think I'm getting anything else. I heard the color blue as well, or even like blues music. Like, I'm hearing what's a trumpet in my ear. So you may hear like that kind of music randomly, and it's like, hey, whatever decision you're about to make, really think carefully about that. So whatever it is that you're about to do, are you really sure you want to go through it? Some of you are clairaudient, and maybe this is why I keep getting, music playing in my head. So you want to pay attention to that as well. Okay, so I think the color brown as well. So, pal, to this was your reading. I hope that it resonated, and if it did, please don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And I'll see you in a different reading. Thank you for joining me. Namaste. Hi, pal 3. Welcome to your reading. You chose the Five of Pentacles in reverse. This is just a quick representation of who you are either right now or who you've always been. And I feel that you're very optimistic, giving, loving, friendly, kind, open-hearted as well. You have a very magnetic energy towards you, and people are easily drawn towards you is what I'm hearing. Success is easily drawn towards you. I feel that even if you go through moments of like a dry spell where the finances are not good, or you can't find a job, or school isn't working out, whatever the situation is, I feel like you always overcome it because of that beautiful energy. You easily attract positivity and abundance. I feel that you also learn a lot from your experiences. I don't think you take for granted any relationships that you've ever been in because they've all taught you a lesson and you understand that. You're also very forgiving. You don't hold grudges, is also what I hear. You're just very beautiful. You're an angel, is what I'm hearing as well. It's like people see you as an angel, as a sweetheart as well. You may have a tiny voice, or just like you're very soft spoken as well, is also what I'm hearing. You may have blonde hair or an afro, it doesn't really matter. But you're just really, really nice. Don't really just take it as it resonates. Alright, the blonde hair and the whatnot came in as it came in, but if that doesn't resonate to you, that's okay. But if the characteristics don't resonate or apply to you, then this is not your reading. So you might want to go choose another card. Let us get into your reading. Divine Spirit Guides. Divine Spirit. What signs does Pal 3, right, receive when they're in danger from their spirit guides? What signs does Pal 3 receive when they're in danger? I'm getting an image of like a dragon a goldish dragon. It's not completely gold. It's just like, I don't know what the color is. It looks like gold, but it isn't gold. Or dragons as well, or any reptiles. Because I'm also getting an image of like a crocodile, a snake, and is it an iguana? And a chameleon. And so reptiles are either, you know, you're very connected to that, or you just like, that's also a sign that, because they're draconian, so that's also like a sign that you're in danger. So reptiles might speak to you, or might come through, not speak to you verbally obviously, but they may come through as a sign to show you that, you know, you're off path, or whatever decision you're about to make is not right, or the people around you are not good. So you may be also from, or have connections to the draconian system. Reptilians is also coming through. You have a connection to reptilians whether you believe it or not. Some of you may not even like snakes or lizards or anything like that, but you do have a connection to them. You may have a lot of lizards around in your either backyard or your house, or you may see a lot of them. I feel like most of the time they come in to just check on you because of the energy, but obviously depending on the situation, you want to pay attention. They also come through with the message to be like, hey, this is not the one, this is not the decision you want to make. Anything else, guys? Any other signs? Thank you very much. Okay, we have the King of Fire, the King of Wands. See how his skin kind of looks like reptilian? I don't know, but yeah, I feel like reptiles. And the color green, but not like the bright green, the very turquoisey kind of color. You know, not completely turquoise, but like, yeah, turquoise could be also, you know the color that what's moss plants, is it? Or algae, yeah, it's algae. The color that they make, it's not like a pure green, it's not like a green, and that color, you know. Yeah, this kind of color. Yeah, this is what I was trying to, this is what I'm seeing in my mind, this color here. I don't know if you guys see that. This little greenish kind of, it looks brown, but it's actually, but like I also heard seaweed, so like, yeah, the color of like seaweed is also a sign, you know, to look out for whatever it is that you're around, or whoever it is that you're around, because it's not good for you. All right. I'm gonna lay everything out quickly. We have the Queen of Wands, and I'm really drawn to the green as well, you know. We have the Nine of Cups. I'm drawn to the scales on this mermaid. It's just making me think again of amphibians, or just like reptiles. But like reptiles are, is it amphibious? Or, okay. We have the Five of Wands. I just want to lay everything quickly so that the reading can, you know. We have the Strength card in reverse with the number 8. The color black as well could also be like a sign that, you know, hey, listen, pay attention. This is not the right direction. We have the Empress card upright with the number 3. And I'm also getting an image of an 8 ball. An 8 ball. So I don't know if you guys have that. And the 10 of Swords. But I'm getting an image of like a black 8 ball. So take it as it resonates. So yeah. Feathers could also be significant to you, especially black or grayish feathers. Even though the gray feather and the black feather usually symbolize protection and you're on the right path, but I feel like when it comes to you, it's not so that you're not on the right path, but it's more so of your current circumstances are not favoring you because of either your thought patterns or the people that you're around. So you want to look out for that. When you see a black feather or a grayish feather, pay attention to where you are currently in your life in that moment. Jewelry, or like diamonds, you know, like I don't know if you, and pearls, like white clear pearls, you know, when you see that, it could be a sign that you want to pay attention. I'm even getting an image of like a clam and a pearl, you know, so like you want to pay it. And you know what I'm getting an image of like a clam opening up, and like the pearl is there, and then this fish is trying, this mermaid is trying to swim to the pearl, but then there's like a shark coming in. So yeah, you want to pay attention to like a pearl, or like diamonds, that's also like a sign that you want to pay attention to. And if you have a middle finger, not a middle finger, sorry, if you have a ring finger and it's a diamond, no, that's not what I'm talking about. I'm like talking about randomly seeing like diamonds or like pearls, out of the blue. So don't take that as, oh, I have a ring finger, so what? No. Um, Butterflies also. I heard fairies, so I don't know if you guys see fairies. I'm getting an image of a blue butterfly as well, so that might be a sign as well that you want to pay attention to your surroundings. And the color red, or pink flowers, or red roses, or black roses as well. Some of you may actually like flowers, and now I'm not saying don't, I'm not saying distance yourself, because these flowers don't represent a bad omen. It's just that when you're in a certain situation, your spirit guides speak to you through these flowers and whatnot. So I'm not saying that all the time. You'll know is what I'm trying to say, if you're about to make a big decision, or you meet somebody new and you're looking for a sign, these are the signs you want to look out for, you know. Um, is there anything else, Divine Spirit Guides? I keep getting that color again, that turquoise kind of color, and seaweed. So, and the number 3 as well could also be your sign that you want to pay attention, So yeah, I think that is all pile 3. Thank you for joining me today. I hope that this reading resonated, and if it does, please don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you in a different reading. Namaste. Hyper 4, you chose the 8 of Wands. Welcome to your reading in reverse. So this is going to be a quick representation of either who you are right now or who you've always been. Take it as it resonates. I feel that some of you have like a lack mindset. Either you do not really believe that you can achieve things, or you do put in the action or put in the effort, but I don't think it's as much effort as you would put in if you truly believed. And so I feel like you have a tendency to just like and this is not to judge you, or some of you actually have a tendency to just like put in probably like 45% of your work instead of like 50-50, or in any situation, whether you're working or at school. I feel like you don't really have a lot of motivation right now. How you're feeling very dissatisfied by your circumstances, or by life in general. You may not really be into relationships, and if you are, I feel that you're just going with the flow. You're not really very. I'm not getting that you're hopeless romantics or you are passionate at all. To a certain extent, you're probably passionate, but I feel that you're very down. This is without judgment. I'm just getting very slow energy from you, very hopeless. So even if you get into relationships, it's not with the intention of trusting that things would work out properly or things would last forever. Even when it comes to finances or work or school, I don't think you put in as much effort. Probably because you've lost life, or the juice or the excitement of life is no longer within you right now, if not always. Nothing excites you. The things of this world bore you. So yeah, if you don't resonate to this, then this is not your reading. But thank you for joining me. Let us get into it. Divine Spirits, what messages or signs does the spirit guides of Powerful give Powerful when they're in danger? This may be weird, but I'm getting an image of like a funeral parlor, or like a casket, and I'm getting a very like black I'm getting like a black vibe. So not to scare you, but I feel that maybe you may see a lot of weird things, like I don't know, a casket or anything else, or the cross, a crucifix, yeah. Or you may see a man or a figure in a cloak, a black cloak, whether this is in your dreams or around you. But I'm getting more so in your dreams, you may see like a figure by your door or around you in a black cloak. I feel that usually pertains to the energy that you are attracting, and that's just one of the signs you get to receive as a way to be like, hey, wake up and clear your energy, clear your aura, anything else. I feel like your spirit guides try to reach out to you a lot. You know, the color red may also be significant. Lightning is also significant, or thunder. You know, anything else. Oh, there's a lot. Okay, I'm not going to shuffle anymore. Then we have the Four of Water, or the Four of Cups. I think more so your spirit guides were just taking this opportunity to also present themselves with the messages they have for you. But I'm going to lay everything out real quickly. We have the Nine of Cups in reverse. Some of you could be music. We have the Six of Swords in reverse. You may be clairaudient, or just like random music may start playing on the stereo. King of Cups. You could be like driving somewhere, or you could just be walking and then randomly a song plays. You know, either a song that you haven't heard in a long time, or a song that really resonates to you because of the lyrics. That's also just like something you want to pay attention to. King of Pentacles in reverse. I feel like a bull, you know, as well. Like, I don't know, a bullfrog is also what's coming through, but like a bull, like, you know, you may randomly see a picture of a bull or see the bull itself. Messenger of Earth, or the Knight of Pentacles. Or it could also be like a stallion, as in, not Megan the Stallion, as in like the horse. You know, you may see, I keep getting image of like black, so maybe even the color black is significant to you when you're in danger, or you need to pay attention to your surroundings. And then we have the King of Wands. I heard sea creatures as well. I'm also getting an image of a frog right now. And I'm getting an image of a gorilla and an ape. Or what's it? An orangutan. So I don't know if you, in your dreams, you have a tendency of seeing these animals, or they could be giants in their form, or could be small in their stature. It doesn't really matter. Some of you may have like really weird dreams where you see an animal's body with a different animal's head. So you could see like a gorilla with a head of a pigeon, or you could see a pigeon with like a head of a gorilla, or just something like that. And I feel like that's also a sign that things around you right now, or in that moment, aren't going well and need to pay attention. We have the Moon card, or the number 18 breaks down to 9. We have the Four of Wands. Actually, let me put this down here. 999 or 666, depending on, you know, who you are, also could be a sign that you want to really pay attention to your surroundings. We have the Justice card with the number 11. We have the Star card with the number 17. There was like a lot of cards for you, just one person. And the Six of Cups. See, I'm really drawn to this darkness surrounding her. So I don't know if that's your current aura or energy. And you might want to clear that out. So, and then the Seven of Wands in reverse. Some of you may see fireflies, or like wasps may come into your house, or yeah, wasps or fireflies could also be a sign that you're in, not in danger. And the danger is just like, you need to pay attention to your surroundings. It doesn't have to be that you're in serious, like, fatal, you know, situation. But I feel that birds also, like black, there's a little black coming through. I don't know if you have a tendency to space out and not really be present in your circumstances or in your situation, whatever the situation is. But I feel like that little moment that happens is for you to kind of come back. You know, it's like you're going to space out for a minute, and then you'll come back and you realize that you're spaced out. The reason for your spacing out is for you to be present and pay attention to why you spaced out. I don't know if you get me. Is there anything else that I swear, guys? Dolphins. Oh, whales. Okay, I'm getting an image of like whales, blue whales, on the shore. So it's like they're out of water and like they're fighting for their lives and stuff like that. So I don't know if you dream of that or you see that randomly, but I feel like whales as well are a sign that you want to pay attention to your surroundings. Blue whales. Is there such a thing as shark whale? Because I'm hearing shark whale in my head. I don't know if there's such a thing. Is there anything else? Lotus flowers also. When you see, I'm also getting an image of like a flower that's like dead. So whether it's in your surroundings or on television, wherever you see it, depending on your circumstances, you want to pay attention to that because there's a message. I'm also getting like 111 or like synchronicities when it comes to numbers. Cats as well, a black cat. And I'm being drawn to silver again. It's making me think of that lightning and thunder. Is there anything else that my spirit guides? Okay, so pile 4, this was your reading. I hope that it resonated. There was like so many cards for you, probably because there's a lot that your spirit guides would like to say to you. Unfortunately, this is not the place for it because I'm only channeling signs, but maybe you want to check out my other videos to see if there's any messages from your spirit guides. Thank you for joining me. I leave you with love and light. Namaste. Hi, pile 5. Yeah, hi Paul 5. Thank you for joining me. This is your card. You chose the 10 of Wands. This is just a quick representation about you, whether right now or just in general, and it's going to give you an idea of whether this is your reading or not. So I feel like you don't really have time for nonsense. BS is what I heard actually, but you have a easy time letting go of people and things that don't serve you. I feel like you're always going through these tower moments and you're always overcoming them. I'm getting an image of like somebody running, you know, the hurdles. You know, some of you could be athletics as well. Some of you could be on the track team as well. But the message that's coming through is that you're very strong, you're very determined, you have stamina. You're very, what's the word? Okay, I feel that you're very, I don't know what the word is, it's trying to come out, but you're very strong as well. If I did mention that you're powerful, I feel that a lot of people look up to you. You could be the type of person who holds or bears a lot of responsibilities, whether by choice or circumstance. By that I mean, sometimes you have a hard time opening up and asking for help. You'd rather hold everything, um, and take care of everything yourself because you trust that you're the only one who could do it right. Um, and if it's by circumstance, I feel that naturally you could be like the oldest, or um, you could be a part of like a single parent family, and you're the one who's like tasked with having to take care of everybody. And even if that doesn't resonate, you could like literally be the one who's like the mother of either your friends or family. You're very mature, you're very responsible, you're very caring and giving as well. You're a hard worker, but I think that sometimes you tend to overdo things. You have a tendency to try and maintain a certain image or profile. So if you, for instance, if you get good grades in school, you want to make sure that you do that. And if you get that little 50% or that, below average mark, which is like 50% in most schools, I feel that that upsets you. You're an overachiever. You don't resonate. You don't relate to doing things that aren't of a high standard. And I feel that if you find yourself, or whenever you find yourself in a situation that is below the standard or the expectation you set for yourself, it really upsets you because you try, not to say that you're a perfectionist, or some of you are, but you try to maintain a certain expectation for yourself and you want to live by it. Yeah, so let's get into the messages. If this doesn't resonate to you, then this is not your reading. Divine Spirit Guides. Divine Spirit, what signs does Power 5's Divine Spirit Guides give Power 5 when they're in danger? The danger resonates or relates to just like basically paying attention to your surroundings, or paying attention to the people around you, the decision you're about to make. It's nothing fatal or lethal. It's just like, what do I need to look at? What messages do my spirit guide send me as pile 5, and I'm in danger. Some of you could play poker or any kind of casino games, or you're gamblers. And even if it's not like gamblers in like, you know, with money, you could just like gamble with life in general. You like to take risks. Anything else? Someone could be from Georgia, or your name is Georgia, or you may listen to Georgia Smith. I heard Kentucky Derby as well. Some of you could be horse trainers, or you have a horse and you ride them as your hobby. Anything else? And thank you. Then we have the King of Pentacles. Taurus energy coming through. So I just want to set your cards. The color red could be significant to you. Whenever you're in danger, you want to pay attention to the color red. Old people, maybe you were like in your teens, or you're in your like early years or whatever, but I feel like if you come across old people, for instance, let's say you're walking and an old person comes up to you asking for help, that's also a sign that you want to pay attention to how you've been choosing to live your life, and you know how you respond to that certain because I feel like the universe sends a lot of people to test you out, and I feel like the old people are one of that. So sometimes you may feel tempted to help old people or strangers in general, and I feel like that's also a sign that you're in danger sometimes, because sometimes I feel like you, like I said, you overdo things and you want to be careful of the people around you. So the universe has a tendency to kind of test you out with the people that it sends in your life, especially strangers. We have the Justice card and the number 11. And I heard a bear, like a grizzly. A grizzly bear is also a sign that you're in danger. And like I said, the danger just relates to paying attention to your surroundings, the people that you're around, and being careful of the decisions that you're making. We have the Ace of Water and the Ace of Cups. You guys are very fast paced. I'm trying to rush through this reading for some reason. I'm very like trying to always get things together real quickly. We have the Seven of Swords in reverse. I heard white. What's the song? Doves Cry. So music could also be a way that your spirit guides speak to you, you know, to give you signs when you're in danger. But also white doves. For both of you, for this part, I'm actually picking up that the doves send both good and bad messages. So sometimes the dove could be a sign that something crazy is about to happen, or I'm getting an image of somebody, like I said, in a different pile. I think you're about to attend some kind of family reunion and you see a dove. So depending on how you feel in the moment, but in my head and what I'm feeling right now, this person is feeling very anxious and scared, and it really means, or it pertains to the fact that they're about to get into an altercation, or they're about to witness an altercation, or some kind of disagreement within the family, or something bad is about to happen, but not like anything fatal, you know. um but also, I'm picking up that the doves could also symbolize that things are about to get better. And what that means is that you are the one who's going to make things better. So you could see a dove, you know, or a white bird, but I'm getting a dove. And it's telling you that you're about to get into some kind of serious shit, but you're the one who's going to overcome it. You know, so it's just a sign from the universe. Could say, hey, you're about to get into some serious BS, and you're the one who's going to overcome it. And this is just for you to have a head start, you know, so you can prepare yourself mentally, emotionally, spiritually, and etc. We have the Tower card with the number 16. I don't know if you guys see angels in your dreams, or like angel figures in your dreams, or even when you look at a cloud, you see like angels forming in the clouds. That's also a sign that you want to pay attention to. Your angels come through, you know. And for you, I'm getting like both. It's like good and good and bad. So you want to pay attention to the circumstance. This is the only pile that actually has both meanings coming through. We have the Two of Cups. I heard tentacles. So like, yeah, Squidward. I heard Squidward. So squids, or like an octopus as well. I heard octopussy. But like squids or like an octopus is also a way, and a pearl is also a way that like, and pearls is also a way that that your spirit guides talk to you and let you know that you're about to be in danger. Pay attention to your surroundings. The decision you're about to make is, with the pearl, I'm getting like, for some of you, if you're ever in a decision that's very conflicted or conflicting, the pearl may come through just to remind you of how far you've come. So obviously you want to take every little totem or sign with with respect to where you are in your life. But the pearl would represent how far you've come and how much strength you have to face whatever it is that you're facing. You know, the King of Wands, cliche, but the color red as well. You know, a lot of red came through. I guess red is just the color of mourning. Um, so yeah, the color red is also important, and I'm also getting an image of like a storm or a thunder. So maybe, I'm even getting an image of a deity. So I'm trying to remember her name. All right, there's a deity in African mythology that has to do. She's a goddess, and she has to do with like thunder and storms. So I'm not saying if you see her specifically, but her name starts with an A, man. But anyway, it doesn't have to be her specifically, but I feel like deities also come through to you to let you know, that you're in danger or you want to pay attention to your surroundings. I'm even getting an image of Goddess Bastet and Sekhmet. So obviously, depending on where you are in that, time, in that moment, we have the Seven of Wands finally. So it will obviously depend on where you are. So maybe you're about to make because I'm getting like a scenario in my head. You're about to make a very big decision, and then the goddess segment pops up, whether on, video or on television or in your head. I feel like it's also you're gonna have to, if you don't know about the goddess segment, you'd have to Google it. But for instance, you'd have to think about the decision you're about to make and how it could either ruin or break you, and how you don't want to overdo things, as the goddess Sekhmet did when she was sent down by Ra to kind of make things right, and she started just like getting out of control with the killing and whatnot. So with the punishing, let's say the punishing. So I feel that it would really depend on the circumstances that you're in, but really pay attention to what the animal or the deity or the color represents in order to find the message. So pal 5, this was your reading. I heard 555 as well. I hope that it resonates and that it helps you find clarity and understanding with your surroundings and everything you've been seeing or experiencing lately. Thank you for joining me. Until I see you next time. Namaste. Hi, Pal 6. Welcome to your reading. You chose the Sun card in reverse with the number 19. Breaks down to 1. This is either your energy right now or the kind of person you've always been. I feel that some of you are very depressed, or you have moments of depression or anxiety, or you have a lack of faith, or you could be pessimistic when it comes to things. For some of you, I heard that you're egotistical or conceited or arrogant. Life path number 1 could be your life path number. It could be Leo's as well. You have a tendency of feeling uninspired sometimes, or if you are inspired, it gets to the point where it's just like too much. Some people may feel or think that you do things exaggeratedly, like you could be very, I'm getting an image of like the RuPaul Drag Race TV show. So you could be very out there, and people can find you very conceited, or maybe you are conceited or arrogant or egotistical. For some of you, you just have a lack of faith. Even if you're in a situation that could turn out good, you have a lack of believing that it would. You're very pessimistic. Some of you, like I said, you're very overconfident that even when things don't work out, you don't see that it doesn't work out. You could be very naive as well. I'm getting an image of SpongeBob. Okay, so if this doesn't resonate to you, then this is not your reading. Thank you for joining me. Let us get into it. Divine spirits. What signs do the divine spirit guides of Pal 6 send them when they're in danger? I heard a white horse, a unicorn, and an ambulance. Either you see an ambulance truck or the sound, or not an ambulance, like the fire truck. You know, the fire truck and the, yeah, both the ambulance sound or the fire truck, sorry, sound comes through. Whether you hear it randomly in your head or just like randomly outside, that's also a sign that you want to take, you know, initiative and be present in whatever's happening to see the message. Um, mm. Red also is important. Oh my goodness. You may see the color red. You may have a tendency of feeling dazed and confused, and you want to pay attention to that and be present. And I also feel like any situation that makes you feel very dazed and confused is also something you want to look out for, because that could be a sign from your spirit guides that, you know, you're in danger. Because I feel like your spirit guides would be very clear and direct if the decision was right or the people around you were right. So anything that makes you feel very confused and dazed, it's probably not good. Or just want to pay attention to the message that it gives you. Anything else? I'm getting an image of a springbok, a South African springbok, and a deer. So you may see those. I'm actually getting an image of the antlers more than anything, but you may see that around you, whether on social media or on television. All right, that's enough. We have the Tower card upright with the number 16. For some of you, it could be murky water. So obviously, if you live near a lake or like a very dirty area, not that you would, or like if you, because there are some areas that are just very like deserted, so you don't want to take that into consideration. It could be like literally seeing something randomly, you know. Also, it depends on your situation, okay? But I'm hearing that like murky, dirty water, whether it's coming from a tap or in like a lake or television, it's like anything that causes you to see things unclearly is also a sign for you. We have the love card with the number 6. I feel like lions are also a sign to pay attention to your surroundings. Like I said, with the Ace of Pentacles, or what is this, a deer, ne? Or not, I don't know what that is, but also this kind of animal is what you may see when you are in danger. We have the Four of Cups, and I feel like pearls as well. So whether it's like randomly seeing a pearl on television, or it's like it has to be random, okay? It's not just something that you'll see every day. And of course it depends on your situation, but pearls also speak to you. They deliver to you a message about like being very, not being very abrasive is what I'm hearing in your current situation, or depending, okay, I can't be very specific, all right? It has to be it depends on your situation. Some of you could have tattoos. We have the Five of Wands in reverse. Butterflies as well. Grayish butterflies, or maybe like moths as well, you know. I don't know if there's a gray butterfly or like a grayish kind of butterfly, and if not that, then like a moth is also a sign that you're in danger. King of Pentacles, the color red. Did I mention that already? The color red, cliche but true, is also a sign that you're in danger. You want to pay attention. Antlers, I keep getting drawn to antlers as well. So any kind of animal with antlers, like a deer or a springbok, or you know, and even if it's not an antler, it could be like a, what do you call those things on a bull? But those things, man, yeah. Even a rhino, like those kind of animals are also an indication, or messengers to kind of let you know that you need to be very present and pay attention to what's happening around you, or think carefully before you're about to make a decision. Did I mention a grizzly bear? Five of Pentacles. I feel like ravens as well, or crows, or even a scarecrow. Like if you randomly see a scarecrow, especially if you don't have one, that also could be, and wheat, you know, that also could be a sign that you need to pay attention. We have the High Priestess in reverse with the number 2. For some of you, it could be the moon, you know, whether it's in its full moon or it's like the crescent shape. It's just like the moon in general. It always brings a message for you, and if you see it or you are drawn to it, you need to pay attention to the message that it gives you, or it's there to give you. um, okay, then we have the Queen of Pentacles. Some of you could be Libras. um, is there anything else? Is there any other signs that they need to pay attention? A wasp. um, I'm getting an image of a wasp in a wasp's nest. You want to pay attention to that as well. Is there anything else? All right, so thank you for joining me, Pal 6. I hope that this reading resonated, and if it did, please don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Until I see you again in another reading. Namaste.